What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Like, I'm super duper excited. It's week 2, video number 2, and we are moving forward. I'm super duper excited about this. I do want to say this, that I did record a video for you guys on Tuesday, and it had like a lot of great content in there, and like I edited too, and it took me a long time to edit. I want to say that. But for whatever reason, me exporting it from iTunes to YouTube, it couldn't let me do it because the video was 24 minutes. And I guess they have to be 15 minutes or less to export them from iTunes via my cell phone. Let me say that. So it just wouldn't let me do it. So I couldn't do it. So I couldn't. I'm going to figure out how to do it, and I'll upload that video a little bit later. But it did have some amazing content in that video, and I'm kind of bummed about that, but nonetheless, videos will be dropped on Tuesdays, and it will also be dropped on Fridays. It may be dropped between Friday and Saturday until I leave my full-time job. Let me make sure I clear this up, make sure everybody knows that I do work a full-time job until December the 31st. I'm supposed to work a full-time job until December the 31st. My clients are dwindling down, and so some days I don't have nothing to do, so they may just send me home or whatever. You know how agencies works. But so until I actually am released from that job, like, videos may come out, the second video may come out on a Friday or either a Saturday. I usually record Friday videos Friday morning and then edit it and then drop it later on that evening. But I'm still trying to learn this whole edited videos. That takes me a long time. Recording videos, like, it's a lot, and I'm still trying to learn it and how to do it. So y'all please bear with me. But videos, 2 videos a week, and I want to say that the videos on Tuesdays will really be I'm going to call them Transparent Tuesdays, and it's basically where you actually get my feelings about what's going on, how I'm feeling. Y'all know we're therapists, and stuff like that. So I want you guys to really know, like, how I actually feel with transitioning, like what's going on with me, checking in with me personally and stuff like that. Like I said, I want to be transparent through this journey with you guys. And so it's just going to be like a Transparent Tuesday. It's going to be like a vlog type thing on Tuesdays. And so if I go like marketing and stuff like that, I'm going to take you guys along with me, and just different types of things where you actually get to know me. You'll meet my family eventually, especially my mom, because I want to say this, my practice is actually located 2 hours away from where I actually live at. My practice is located in Alexandria, Louisiana. We are located in the South, and I actually live in Shreveport, Louisiana, and that's like 2 hours away. And the reason why I did that is because I want to transition back home. Home for me is Alexandria, Louisiana, and so I want to transition back home. And so with me transitioning back home, because my income is stable, I'm having to move back in with my mama, y'all. Pray for me, Jesus. I will stay with her a few days. So this is these sacrifices that I was telling you guys about, that I'm sacrificing in order to actually make my dreams work, you know. So I'm thankful that my mom is allowing me to come back and to stay at her house, although she has a whole bunch of rules and all this other great stuff, but I'm respected though. So I'm actually going to move back in with her. I will stay with her 4 days a week, and I will live in my house the other 3 days a week. Like, I have to have some kind of self-care and some kind of sanity as well. So those are the sacrifices that I'm going to talk about. We'll discuss those on Tuesday. So you'll end up meeting my family as well, because I'm very family oriented, and they are going along on this journey too as well. But I want to continue and go ahead and jump on this and say Fridays will be really about the private practice. It'll be about that information. So Fridays, bring a pen, pencil, and paper, so that you can actually start writing down some of the stuff that we actually talk about or that I share with you guys. Fridays will be a lot of information. So Tuesdays, Transparent Tuesdays, you will actually see me budget as well on Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday, you'll see me actually make my December budget. My December budget will be based upon my full check for my other job, and when I transition from full-time up into my part and my practice full-time, My check would at first in January for sure would come straight. My budget for January would come straight out of my savings. So that's how that's going to work. But Tuesday you will see how I actually budget. I am a budget person, you guys. I feel like that's a part of my niche, is actually teaching people how to budget. So I'll explain that too later on down the road. But let's go ahead and talk about the beginning stages of actually opening up a private practice. So let's say, so you're actually in the beginning phases and you're in the thinking phases of actually opening up your business. I want to say this: if you are a newly person who has passed their exam, and if you do not have this, you need an NPI number first off. Start with your NPI number. Go and grab that. I'm gonna link to the actual website below, because I don't know the website by heart, but go and get your NPI number. Your NPI number is basically, it's called your National Provider Identification. It's basically like your social security number, but you don't actually write your social security number. So it actually, you use this on all your claims and things of that nature, because it basically tells the person who actually provided the service. So you're going to get your NPI number. That is free. And then after you go and get your NPI number, you actually start thinking about the name of your practice. The name of my practice is Freedom Therapy Center, LLC. And the reason why I named it Freedom Therapy is because personally, I believe that people who are suffering from mental illness are actually trapped in bondage. And I'm gonna tell y'all actually where the name came from. At my job backstory, while I'm at full time, I actually helped start that from the ground up. So when I was thinking about names and stuff like that for that organization, like, yes, I was able to name the organization too as well. When I was thinking about names and stuff like that, I came across a Harriet Tubman quote. The quote where I freed 1,000 slaves, I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew that they were slaves. Like, I came across that and it stuck out to me. I was like, oh my God, like, this is it. I love it. I want to put this quote in their brochures and all of this. And like, I was super duper excited. And so I went and I went and talked to my manager. I was like, I want to use this quote and stuff like that because it stuck so well with me. And he was like, I get what you're going with this, but I'm not sure about that. Where I work in a rural community, and it's real rural, and whatever comes with rural, I'm not gonna say it. You can imagine what comes with rural in the rural South. Okay, and I'm trying to put a Harriet Tubman slogan on their brochures, and this is not my place of business. And so he was like, I don't know about that. He was like, let's continue to think about it. But that kept brewing in my spirit, and it really wasn't for them. It was for me. It was for my business. And so because like when I was opening up their business, I was actually trying to learn how to open up mine too as well. So that whole quote, it stuck with me. And so God was like, it was for you. It's for your business. And so I was like, okay. So I was thinking about it. Harriet, she was talking about I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew that they were slaves. And it was like freedom came across, because I feel like people, when they have a mental illness, they are trapped in bondage. And so it was like, I want them to experience freedom, because with these illness and stuff like that, y'all know people have become accustomed to living like this, and they think that it's normal. Okay, so it's just like, so that's what the whole freedom, people actually experiencing freedom. And I wanted to name it therapy because we have a lot of mental health rehabs around here, and I want to actually make a distinguish between us. And I wanted to name it center because I plan on offering different services. And the therapy is going to, the different services that I'm going to use, that I'm going to provide, is actually going to be through a therapist mindset, or basically like in a therapeutic form. So that's why it's called Freedom Therapy Center, LLC. So that's the background on that. So you got your NPI number, and while you got your NPI number, you can actually go and apply for your Medicaid and your Medicare number as well. So if you want to go ahead and do that, for yourself, just for yourself. If you want to go ahead, if you do plan on actually accepting Medicaid or Medicare, go ahead and go and apply for your Medicaid and Medicare number. So you got your NPI number, then you're going to go for your Medicaid and your Medicare number, and then you're going to actually start thinking of a name for your agency. Take your time, think about it, because this is going to be what represents you and things of this nature. So if you can see my little shirt right here, but it's just think about it, put some thought into it. Like shout out to Evelyn, it's called Concrete Roses. I love that. I love that name altogether. So you guys just really take some time and think about your name. So after you got your name, you're going to go and actually register with your Secretary of State. For us, it's Louisiana Secretary of State. I will actually download it. I will link that as well in the description box. So you go there, you go and see if you can, anybody has your name. You register your name, and then if nobody has it, they come back and tell you within 24 hours. You can go ahead and move forward with the name. Then you go through, you start opening up your article organizations, and if you do not have a tax ID number, the actual Louisiana State of Secretary, they will actually reroute you to go and get your tax ID number and then come back and finish up their system. So that right there costs like about $200, close to $200 to register your name, and the tax ID number is free. But to actually go ahead and get your article organizations and all of that set up through your Secretary of State, that right there is going to cost you about $200. For me, that cost me about $200. Okay, and then once you get your name registered with your state and all of that, you're going to go back door and go back to the and go and get an NPI number for your practice. Okay, so you're going to go back, get an NPI number for your practice as well. That is free. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to stop right there for the information, because my 15 minutes is actually going to probably going over a little bit of 15 minutes, but those are the key important information. So you got NPI number, then you're going to go apply for your Medicaid and your Medicare number if you plan on accepting it. Then you're going to think about your name, because your Medicaid and your Medicare number will be in your name. It'll be for you. So that's going to help you, because I really recommend that everybody gets one, whether or not you actually provided services Medicaid at your practice. You'll just have your number already if you do plan on doing some contract work for anybody else. So then you're going to get your name for your agency or your practice. Then you register with your state, your tax ID number, and then you backdoor and you're going to get you a NPI number for your practice. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to stop it right here. If you have any comments or questions or concerns, please feel free to actually drop them below, and I will get back with y'all later. Bye later. Holla. So stupid. I don't know. But yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. Before I go, let me say this. Before I actually go, somebody had wrote, it was a young lady, she had wrote in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. She said she hoped that this page could be a place for therapists where we can actually socialize and stuff like that, because it gets lonely in private practice. And I totally agree with that. It does get lonely in private practice, and so I'm hoping that as well. She brought that great to my attention. So y'all, please like, share, comment, subscribe, write your comment below if you are struggling. Like, we're here for each other. So this is going to be like a family. Like, it's going to be our channel versus it just being mine. I want to provide a place for you guys where y'all can actually talk and we can actually help each other. You guys, I'll talk to you later. And like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will be back on Tuesday with another video. Bye, y'all.